Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonk992 yet again. Time for 7 Deadly Sins. Chapter what? 71? Now, some people don't like it when I rant. Stop ranting all day. Oh, I'm ranting too much on the Holy Nights. Oh, stop, we already know. Listen. You might already know, but I'm still going to rant on them. I'm going to still rant on them. Dreyfus is blind as a bat. Gelther's as blind as a bat. I'll say it as many times as I have to. I don't give a fuck. I fucking hate these guys. They're so fucking stupid. They're sheep. You know what Hellbram is? Hellbram is what you step in when you're walking outside and it's gooey and it smells like crap. That's what Hellbram is. Hellbram is when you go to a great, you smell that. I know what Hellbram is. Hellbram is in a kingdom chapter when you smell the piss, the shit, and the blood and guts. That's what Hellbram is right now. Because in this chapter, now Hellbram's got he's got an eye patch. He's gonna have 2 eye patches. After what he did in this chapter. You know, people were, because I've noticed it in the J room when the chapter came out, people were really saying, I predict what Balkai's response will be. I mean, it's not a surprise. Hellbram was scum from like Jump Street. Yeah. But yeah, let's get into this review. Me ranting and raving. Oh, by the way, Nostradamus. Come on, man. I called it. Well, by the way, you're wrong, Nostradamus. I'm calling Nostradamus out. I'm sorry. You're wrong. You say, oh, I told you he wasn't going to win. Did Dreyfus win? Let's rewind. Let's take a look at that chapter. Oh, no, he didn't. He couldn't continue. So therefore, he didn't win. He might have taken out Gelther, but was able to continue the fight? No, he wasn't. Sorry, Nostradamus, you're wrong. You wanna go at it? Go at it. But yeah. So yeah, beginning of the chapter, we have pretty much, we believe, we see Gelther in the dream state. He's saying he's going to leave to Dreyfus, but you're going to stay in his nightmare. And we see some black shadow behind Gelther. And he's like, who's there? And in the next page, pretty much, we see Gelther and Dreyfus. Now, what essentially happened was when Dreyfus stabbed Gelther. Remember that scene we had where there was a big hole in it? No, that was all illusion. He did get stabbed, but not to that extent. So we have him stabbing Gelther, Dreyfus, and Gelther has his hands on Dreyfus's head, touching his head. So, and basically he's saying, once he pierced Gelther and Gelther's hand touched the Great Holy Knight's head, they both stopped moving. And it seems like he has won Gelther. Yeah, that's what I've told you. Not Gelther. Dreyfus has won. It is I who returned, and now we shall never meet again. He falls to the ground, Dreyfus. And I'm like, there you go. There you go, Nostradamus. He didn't win. He fell to the ground on one knee, and he couldn't continue the fight. He didn't win. Get the fuck out. Nostradamus probably come back to me and says, no, he still lost. Whatever. Hey, get out of here. Anyway, Dreyfus can't continue the fight. So what ends on happening is Gelther, Sir Dreyfus, Gelther goes to him and he says, and Dreyfus is basically saying, "How pathetic me! It seems I took more damage than I thought." And basically they leave, and they leave it to Hellbram. Yeah, the scum-sucking Hellbram. The Hellbram that's at the bottom of your shoes when you go outside and you step in dog shit. There is no deeming with qualities for Hellbram. I'm sorry. And we want to say, "Oh, I can predict what Bonka is going to say." You were right. That's what I was going to say. Hellbram is shit. Especially what he did in this chapter. So pretty much he ends up fighting him. Gira and Hauser. Gira's basically saying, like, how was it that he was able to be just like that? And Hauser's saying also, no, look at it this way, because of him, it is, even if it's temporary, so Hellbram's not literally your opponent. And he basically tells them, you think it's much more or less dire now. And saying, Hauser's basically saying, we have a chance. And he's like saying to them, it's what you're really thinking then. You're not only young and ambitious, but you're naive fools. So he brings up the fact, Hellbram, that he can do whatever he wants now because it's no longer a free-for-all battle. It's one-on-one. And he does this thing, Call of Inferno, which is apparently a death power, which is kind of weird. I mean, basically his sword transformed and this black cloud came out. So I'm guessing the death power is it infects you and you pretty much die. So yeah. So what ends on happening is, Hauser's basically saying there are civilians nearby and so on and so forth. And he's like saying, Hellbram, what are you talking about? You're going to die anyway, so why should I care? This guy doesn't care. None of these holy knights care. And listen, if people complain, let them complain to me. Say, we already know that. We already know that. Well, you already know it. I'm reminding you. Because I can. They don't care. In fact, I respect Thredder. Yes, the Dawn Roar Thredder. This guy has his allegiance to only one person. The king. Not to fucking Hedrickson, not to Hellbram, not to Dreyfus, and not to Gelther. To the king. That's why I like Thredder. Because he sticks to his guns. He's with the king. He's not with anyone else. That's why. Ends on happening then, obviously. Diane gets up and hits him. And she says, no one is going to die here. And she basically tells Hauser to take the child and run. And he's like saying, you're always watching for other people. You should watch over yourself for once. And Diane's pretty much out of it. And he's like, what a pest. Did you really think that beat me when you can't even use Gideon? And he basically does a killer iceberg to Diane. It stabs her in the stomach. And he then calls these other icicles at her. And we got an intense scene with Hauser saying, stop, stop. And then it's about to hit her. And here comes King. Yo, King just shows up out of nowhere. And he just destroys all the icicles. And it's like snow. And he shows up. Next page, he's teary-eyed King. And it says, Diane has fallen, King is in anguish. Next issue, the Fairy King explodes. We see fucking Hellbram. This piece of shit. Piece of shit. Oh, man. I hope King. Like I said, he's going to need another eye patch. Because he's going to lose his eye. Yeah, Hellbram's going to be blind. Yeah. King's going to take his staff, his spear. He'll take his spear. And he'll stab him in the eye. And Hellbram is going to be fucking blind. He'll need a walking stick. Oh, where am I going? Yeah, I go that way. Anyway, so, yeah, and it's this very intense moment. So, that's how the chapter ends. Now, there is some concern The next chapter on the bottom says, to be continued in chapter 72, The Man Who Was Too Late. Now, that is concerned because the thing is, it could mean several things from what I'm seeing and from what I've seen around, especially in the comment section of manga here. It could mean Diane's gonna die. Oh, boy. I would be extremely upset if that happened. Has to do with something else. It might have to do with something else. It doesn't necessarily mean Diane's gonna die, because I heard somewhere that it might have something to do with the past. And what I mean when I say the past, I mean when it has to concern King's I believe it was his sister. You know, the one who was in love with Bond. I think it has something to do with that, because he was late in helping her. Yeah, and she died. You know, I think that's what it might mean, but this is all speculation. I really don't know, but this was an awesome chapter. 5 out of 5 for this one. Hellbram. Yeah, I'm writing the last rites right now. Yeah. Piece of shit. Rot in hell. Okay. Yeah, he should be saying his last rites. Yeah, Hellbram should. Yeah, he should. Because he ain't got Dreyfus and Gelther or anyone. Back him up. So it's just him. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's just him. So, enjoy your last moments. King's going to pretty much rape you in the next chapter. There will be nothing left of Hellbram. I'm telling you guys right now. By the way this is looking, next week, they're done. He's done. Hellbram is done. He's finished. So, yeah. Just there's nothing else for me to say. He's finished. And listen, you know, because, like, I remember one time, one person said, stop ranting about them. Ooh. You want to hear my thoughts on it? If you don't want to hear my thoughts on the chapter, then why don't you get the fuck out? That's the way I look at it. But, yeah, good chapter. King, man, shit. I got the thumbnail for this. It's the page where King's in the middle and you see ice crystals all around, and Diane's behind him. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's a good thumbnail. So yeah, that's pretty much the story. Next week's gonna be massive. Oh my god, I can only imagine how massive next week's chapter is gonna be of Seven Deadly Sins. Like I said before, I think I've said this once or twice. This and Maggie get me hyped each and every week. More than Bleach, more than One Piece, more than Kenichi. And we're talking weeklies. These two mangas, every week, it's just, it's in your face. It's like Sunday, Monday, Maggie time, Seven Deadly Sins time. Time to go in, time to grit. Just, unbelievable. So yeah, that's pretty much the story, people. Bankai 922, I will see you guys later. I said this in this Kenichi chapter, but I might repeat it. There's going to be a lot of reviews this week. A few animes have ended. Log Horizon, Noragami. So I'm going to go in on those reviews, and you can look forward to it. I'm Bankai 922. I will see you guys later. Hellbram, you're dead man walking. He's a dead man walking. Dead man walking. Dead man walking. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.